Hey, Shalom, Kala, Yalbashim Yalshai, Bashim Rakakadash, double unto the apostles of great millstone, and Shalom to you brothers on the highways and byways doing the work sincerely and faithfully and continually fighting that good fight of faith and contending for the truth. Alright, so tonight's lesson is going to be entitled The Day White America Was Paralyzed. Now, this is going to go back to the O.J. Simpson case back in '94. And you had a whole country of people, Edomites primarily, who were absolutely shocked and dismayed due to the fact that O.J. was found not guilty for the murders of his wife and Ron Goldstein or Goldsberg, whatever the hell his name was. Okay, but this is also going to show you that Esau, he don't give a goddamn about anybody but his own, man. And this is going to be clear, okay? Because the lead detective, Mark Furman, I'm going to play a clip, okay? He was the one that was the lead detective. He was the one that, called all the shots. Well, at some point in time during the trial, it was being known or found out that he was a crooked cop, man. Okay, and Johnny Cochran and the boys, seen through all his bullshit. So all that being said, you got a nation of people who was so up in arms concerning, O.J. Simpson being found not guilty. They didn't care, man. They didn't care about the not guilty verdict. They wanted this man to hang. Here O.J. was before a court of law, in Esau's law, before a jury, primarily whites, so-called white people. They found the man not guilty. But when I play the clip, man, just look and listen to how these crackers react. Alright, so let me play this clip first of Mark Furman. And he's the lead devil. But check it out.
Detective Furman, would you please resume the witness stand? All right, good afternoon, Detective.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
You're reminded, sir, that you were still under oath. Mr. Ullman, you may proceed.
Detective Furman, was the testimony that you gave in this case completely truthful?
I wish to assert my Fifth Amendment privilege.
Have you ever falsified a police report?
I wish to assert my Fifth Amendment privilege.
Is it your intention to assert your Fifth Amendment privilege with respect to all questions that I ask you?
Yes.
I only have one other question.
What was that, Mr. Ullman?
Detective Furman, did you plant or manufacture any evidence in this case?
I assert my Fifth Amendment privilege.
Alright, so here you have this devil lead detective now, okay? This dude was asked 4 questions, and each question that was asked of him, he wanted to insert his Fifth Amendment privilege. Alright, so one of the key questions was, did he plant or manufacture any evidence in that case? If he was an upstanding citizen, sworn to protect and serve, he should have said emphatically, no, I never did anything of the like. But he couldn't. So now, mind you, white America wanted O.J. to hang regardless of what this devil did. The whole trial was hanging on this devil's actions, man. How do you expect a jury to find a man guilty when the lead detective comes back after being told he was under oath, comes back and says, I want to insert my Fifth Amendment privilege on, several questions concerning his credibility, man. But white America didn't care about that. They wanted O.J. dead. Alright? This is Nahum 3:1. It says, woe to the bloody city. It is all full of lies and robbery, and the prey departeth not. Okay? Once again, America is that bloody city, man. And it's all full of lies and robbery. This is why Esau can lie and not have no consequences handed down to him. You know? But if anybody else gets on the stand and lies, they're looking at perjury charges. They're looking at facing prison time. Okay? So the next scripture we're gonna go to is let me go to Job 20:12. It says, "Though wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hide it under his tongue." Okay? And isn't that what Mark Furman is doing? He's hiding the truth. You know, by pleading the Fifth Amendment. These devils got no remorse for anybody, man. They don't care about nothing but their own. Let me play this other clip, man. This is the good one. We're gonna see how white America was paralyzed, and just listen to some of the shit that these crackers say, and then you got Jake even getting on in the mix of, you know, saying OJ's guilty.
And the jury, I'm going to ask that you carefully listen to the verdicts as they are being read by the clerk, Mrs. Robertson. As after the verdicts have been read, you will be asked if these are your verdicts. And I would caution the audience during the course of the reading of these verdicts to remain calm. And then if there is any disruption during the reading of the verdicts, the bailiffs will have the obligation to remove any persons disrupting these proceedings.
You watch white America, man. You watch how the whole country, bro. The whole country was paralyzed.
Mrs. Robinson.
Superior Court of California.
Now, before this plays, now I know exactly where I was during this time. Now, I was at college, some bullshit college I went to, and during this time period, there was four Jakes, in the so-called community room. And it just so happened that particular day, the president and vice president of the college came down there to watch the verdict. You know, and there was a whole heap of crackers down there, and all four of us was kind of like huddled together. And whenever they read that verdict, we jumped up, damn near went through the roof, man. You know, people were appalled at our behavior as we were told. They don't realize, man, that was one for Jake. But check this out.
County of Los Angeles, in the matter of the people of the state of California versus Orenthal James Simpson, case number BA097211. We, the jury, in the above entitled action, find the defendant Orenthal James Simpson not guilty of.
Jake all over the world, bro, was fired up. Fired up. But watch white America. Watch how white America receives this news after being tried in their damn system and being found not guilty by their damn peers. You know, I can see if it was a whole jury panel of Jake, and then I can see Esau getting all, you know, bent out of shape. But these were crackers that set them loose, man. And they had to set them loose. Because after hearing the damn lead detective falsify documents and plant evidence, how you expect to find somebody guilty? But because of the pride and the arrogancy of these devils, that shit didn't matter. They wanted this man dead. Check out white America now. Disappointed, heartbroken, seething. Look at him, shocked, stunned, paralyzed. Look at Jake on the other side, hooting and hollering. Okay? See Jake, man. Jake was happy. Just because, man. Look at white America. Look at white America, boy. Oh, let me get a scripture for them devils, boy. This is Sirach 5, and I'm going to start at 2. It says, when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation. So far so far beyond all that they look for. This is the point. And they repenting and groaning in anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had had sometimes in derision, and a proverb and a reproach. We fools accounted his life as madness, and his end to be without honor. That's the look they're going to have when they realize that we are the chosen people of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. Do you see that look they had? That look of astonishment? These crackers, that's the look they're going to have when they realize that the so-called Negroes, West Indian, Puerto Ricans, and the Latin tribes, they're going to have that same astonished look on their face. Okay, they go carking the boys. Now, keep in mind, man, you know, I think her name was Anna. I think her name was Nicole Simpson. I think that was her name. See, she was always messing around behind this man's back because she used to mess around with Marcus Allen, one of OJ's best friend, who was a football player. They got caught out there a few nights, and hitting the town or whatever. So Marcus Allen, his ass is lucky, man. He's lucky it wasn't him that was on the other end of that blade. Okay? And then it was nothing but a ring of wickedness anyway, because then you had OJ, who ended up sleeping with the Kardashian attorney, sleeping with his wife, got her knocked up and had a kid, whom that oldest one, I think her name was Chloe. That's OJ Simpson's kid, man. So there's nothing but a ring of wickedness going on over there. But chalk this one up for, so-called Black America, if you will. Look at white America, boy. They paralyzed. Look at white America. Paralyzed. In disbelief.
The defendant, having been acquitted of both charges, he is ordered transported to an appropriate sheriff's facility and released forthwith. All right, we'll stand at recess.
White America, boy, they stuck. Stunned, shock and awe.
What did you ladies think?
They changed the whole tone of the trial from a murder trial to a racial trial.
We don't know anybody, any woman who hasn't suffered some sort of abuse, physical abuse from their...
So, like I said earlier, the question is, the main question is, do they really expect to convict somebody when somebody lies and say they planted the evidence, they falsified police reports, they tampered with shit? See, the so-called white man don't give a goddamn. He don't give a goddamn about no other humanity but himself, man. He don't give a goddamn. This is Sirach 10 and 8. Because unrighteous dealings, and this is exactly what it was, unrighteous dealings, man. But the so-called white man don't care. They can deal unrighteously and still want blood. Not one of them damn Edomites sought to say, you know what, we fucked up we dropped the ball on this. Okay? Unrighteous dealings. And this is what happens when you have unrighteous dealings.
From a man, whether it's a husband or whatever. And it's just saying that's still not important. I mean, it was so obvious.
I think it's the biggest miscarriage of justice, and I am ashamed to be an American right now because the guy is so guilty, it's disgusting. That jury should be ashamed of themselves for that.
Okay, this man denounced being American right now. He's ashamed to be an American because of a jury. You think about the masses of the country right now during this time period, I should say. The masses. There weren't this many people up in arms when John F. Kennedy got assassinated. And he was supposed to be the people's president, man. But the reason why they weren't up in arms about John F. Kennedy, because it was another cracker that killed him. See, when crackers kill crackers, you know, things just get pushed back to the back burner. But let a brother kill a cracker, the whole nation is gonna band together. You got 2 lowly crackers here, man, that was put to death. And just look at the amount of crackers in the world, or in the country, probably throughout the world, that felt the shockwave.
Verdict that they brought in. That's all I have to say.
I thought they were going to find him guilty. They said it took over a year for this outcome.
Now this got to be the foolish gig right here.
Deliberate for 3 hours or even a day and come out with this conclusion. So I think this needs to be reviewed, because this makes the whole.
Now what the hell does he give a goddamn about this Goldstein guy and this Nicole chick? Talking about this thing got to be reviewed. See, you always gonna have them house niggas, man, who are gonna come to rescue the Esau no matter what. And he's one of them right here. Talking about it wasn't right. This got to be reviewed. Be reviewed for what? You all heard the testimony of the goddamn lead detective say he fucking planted evidence and falsified shit. Well, he didn't say it directly, but by pleading the fifth, it implies that he did all this shit, man. Corrupt shit. And now they want to still examine. See, Jake still wants this to be examined. Okay? It don't matter for 1 minute if evidence was put in place falsely. House nigga. That's all he know but a simple house nigga.
Looked like a joke to me. And I'm really disappointed in the way this all came out.
I think this jury
All sad and
sent a
depressed.
message that the time has come here in Los Angeles and in America that indeed there must be a level playing field for everybody.
I am hurting so bad for those families. I mean, what are they going to do? How are they going to live with this, knowing we all know he's guilty?
We all know he's guilty. See, they don't care about a lying cop.
It is a case that has riveted America. Much more than just a murder mystery. It was about race, about celebrity, about wealth, and what wealth can buy. One question hangs in the air. If O.J. Simpson did not murder his ex-wife and her friend, who did?
Yep. So be that as it may, that was the day white America was paralyzed, man. And these devils gonna see and feel the same way, with the same look on their faces concerning the so-called Negroes, Puerto Ricans, and all the Latin tribes. When the Lord starts to raise us up even more and more, you have them same confused looks on your faces, man. All right. So with that, it was just a quick hit on the day white America was paralyzed. And to show and prove that Esau is not about righteousness, man. He's not about justice. He's not about equity. He don't give a goddamn if a jury came back not guilty. They still want the man to go to jail. You heard that, Edomite. We all know he's guilty. Well, wait a minute. He was found not guilty in a court of law, in the Edomite court of law. It wasn't like there was a jury, a panel of jurors of 17 black people, so-called black people, But once again, because the so-called white man is so prideful, he don't give a goddamn about a law that he put in place. If he wants you dead, he wants you dead, and that's it. All right, Lord willing, I'll see you brothers in another show. I say shalom.